It's this beautiful large motif that's structured in the middle and then gets more and more open as you move along the rows. On this video, I'm going to teach you how to make Le Fleur De Vie motif. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4. Okay, we're going to start with a slip knot and we're going to start with a base ring. So for your base ring, you want to chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we're going to close this ring by doing a slip stitch into the first chain that you made. So into that first chain, insert your hook, grab the yarn, and do a slip stitch. For row 1, we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. And now we're going to work 23 double crochets into the ring. So yarn over, insert our hook, grab the yarn and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's my first double crochet. I'm going to go a little faster now. 2, 3. I'm going to do a total of 23 and I'll see you when I'm done. All right, I just did my 23rd double crochet. So to finish off this row, we're going to do a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that you started with. Insert your hook into that chain, grab the yarn and pull through. And this here is the end of row 1. Now for row 2, we're going to start with the chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. And now we're going to do 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Then you're going to do 2 double crochets into the next stitch. And now we're going to start the repeat. So you want to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So 1 here and 1 into the next. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets into the next one. So into the same stitch, 2 double crochets. And that's what we want to do all the way around. Basically, you want that a total of 7 times. That was my first time. I'm going to do it again with you. You want 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So that's 1 and 2. And then into the next stitch, 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. And that's what's going to create your circle. So do that until you get to the end of the row. 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. And then basically an increase, which is 2 double crochets into the next stitch, like into the same one. That's 1 and that is 2. So do this all the way around and I'll see you when you're done. All right, so I just did my final repetition here. So I ended with the 2 double crochets into 1 stitch at the very last one. So to finish off this row, we just want to do a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. Insert your hook into it, grab the yarn and pull through to close. And now we're going to move on to row 3. For row 3, we're going to chain 3. And then you want to do 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So into the next stitch, 2 double crochets into the same one. Then we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to start the repeat. So the repeat starts at 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So here is 1, into the next one, 1 double crochet, into the next one, 1 double crochet. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So into the same stitch, 2 double crochets. And then we're going to chain 2. And that ends the repeat. Let's go back to the beginning of it. It starts at 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So here's 1, 2, 3. Then you want to do 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So there's 1 and into the same as second one. And then you're going to chain 2. And that's the repeat you want to follow. You want to do that a total of 7 times. That was my second time, so you need 5 more. Once you're done that, I'll meet you there. Okay, so when you finish your last repeat here, you're going to be left off with 2 stitches. So I've done my final 3 double crochet, like 1 double crochet into each of the next 3, then 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and then a chain 2. So you're left with 2 stitches, and now you just want to do 1 double crochet into each of those. And that finishes the repetition perfectly because the chain 3 that you started with is going to count as that next double crochet that you need. So to finish off this row, we're going to do a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. And that there is the end of row 3. Now for row 4, we're going to start with a chain 3. And you're going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So here is 1 and 2. Now we're going to do a chain 2. And now you want to do 1 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. So just around the chain space, just 1 double crochet. And now you want to chain 2. So now we're going to start the repeat. The repeat starts at 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 double crochets. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to chain 2, and you're going to do 1 double crochet into the next chain 2 space. So around the chain space, just a double crochet. And now you want to chain 2. And that's the repeat you want to follow. I'll do it one more time with you. The repeat starts at doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to do a chain 2, and then you want to do 1 double crochet into the chain space, and then you want to chain 2. So this is what we want to do all the way around. Continue that, and I'll see you when we're done. Okay, so I just went all the way around, and I just did my last double crochet into the chain 2 space and my last chain 2. So now to finish off this row, you're gonna be left off with 2 stitches, and you just want to do 1 double crochet on top of each one of them. So here's 1 and 2. And now to finish off this row, we just want to do a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that you started with. And this here is the end of row 4. Now for row 5, you're going to chain 3. And then you want to do 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Then you're going to chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to skip 1 stitch and then do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. So the double crochet that is into the chain 2 space of the previous row. Into there, just another double crochet. And now we're going to start the repeat. We're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip 1 double crochet and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1 stitch and then do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. And that's what we want to do all the way around. I'm going to do it one more time with you. We're going to chain 5. You're going to skip 1 double crochet and then do 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So here is, oh, sorry. Let me do that again. So I'm skipping 1 and then 1 double crochet into each of the next 3. That's 1, 2, and 3. Continuing the repeat, I'm going to chain 5. Then skip 1 double crochet and essentially the chain 2 as well. And do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. I keep missing 1 second here. That's my double crochet into the next double crochet. And that essentially ends the repeat. So we want to do that all the way around. I'll see you when you're done. I just did my final chain 5. And so now to finish off this row, we are going to just do a double crochet into the last stitch. So we're skipping the chain 2, the 1 double crochet, and then into the very last double crochet, another double crochet. And now we can finish off this row by doing a slip stitch into the top of the chain 3 that you started with. And this here is the end of row 5. Now for our final row, row 6, we're going to start by chaining 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This chain 11 counts as a double crochet and a chain 8. Now we're going to skip the next double crochet. So the first one here, we're going to skip that. And then do 1 double crochet into the next double crochet. So into this middle one here, we're going to do a double crochet. Continuing on, we're going to start the repeat. It starts with a chain 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we're going to skip 1 double crochet and then do 1 double crochet into the next. So we're skipping 1 double crochet into the next, 1 double crochet. And that ends the row repeat. Basically, the repeat starts at a chain 8, skip 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet into the next. Chain 8, skip 1 double crochet, and then 1 double crochet into the next. You're going to do that all the way around. Once you are done, you're going to basically come back to the beginning here, and all you're going to need to do is a slip stitch, a chain 8, your final chain 8, and then a slip stitch into the third of the chain 11 that you started with. So you're going to find that chain 3, do a slip stitch there, cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. Okay, and here we have it, you guys. This one is absolutely stunning. Because I use cotton size 4, I feel like it's like nice and flat. If you used a softer, this is 100% cotton. So if you use a softer yarn, it might be like a little bit more floppy. But this is a beautiful design to have on a flat surface. And then something on top, maybe like a planter or something like that. It's a beautiful decorative piece for a surface. As you can see, it's structured in the middle and then it's open on the outsides. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.